Good morning, everyone. This is Ida of Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. If you are not 18 years or older, this video content is not intended for you. I have a project share this morning, guys. As you all know, I have been working on those craft trolleys that Nicole Silhouette designed, and I actually have an assembly line. Right now I'm creating 3 at the same time, but I did send out one already. The first one that I worked on, I sent that one out. Anyway, I was creating some more embellishments, and I tend to, I thought I was going to send everything the same in all the trolleys, but I tend to change things up a bit, so I doubt that they'll all be exactly the same. They'll be similar, but not the same. So this is one of the new embellishments that I just created, and I love the little mini envelopes. And I hadn't created one in a while, but so now they're making an appearance. So I created these little envelopes, and I did add a sentiment, and I am using the Prima With Love collection. And I created these envelopes, and I stamped out that little sentiment that I liked because I'm including a lot of flowers in the trolleys that I'm making. One of them is a birthday. One of the birthdays ones went out, but I am creating another birthday one for another one of my friends. I doubt that I'll beat the deadline, but better late than never, right? Anyway, and the other 2 are just going to be regular Happy Mail for some of my crafty ladies. So, and I'm going to include, like I said, a lot of the carnation craft flowers. So, I want, whenever I like a product, I do promote that product. And this Carnation Craft is one of the companies that I really love their dies and the artwork. They're called vignettes to them. And it's one of the things that I have really been enjoying because I'm not one of those people that can color. So when I can get a die that coordinates with the artwork already, well, all I got to do is line it up and cut it. And I have had questions about the Carnation Crafts. They do come in, they don't just design the artwork for a die in one color. It's usually 5 colors. So you have 5 that you can download and print. And then sometimes they'll even remaster them and do other colors. But normally they do the die and they have 5 different color changes. It'll be the exact same thing, but in different colors. So that's one of the questions I wanted to answer. Anyway, I'm including a lot of those dies from that company and some of the tattered lace ones. So that's why I wanted to do these little envelopes with a bouquet of flowers. If you guys remember, I cut these out for my first trolley that I made, the little bundles of flowers. Well, right here, this is how I used them. I made like a little bouquet of flowers, and I did a little wax seal here of a cherub. And the reason I used a cherub is because it's called With Love. And I didn't have a seal that said love or just anything like that. I did order one that is going to say exactly with love. So I'm going to make some more of those little envelopes, and then I'm going to make some seals just for to include into the Happy Mail. And I'll link whatever I can remember in the description box. But anyway, I added the little bouquet of flowers here from the Carnation Crafts. Right now, these are still not available. But I would keep checking because I really like working, especially if you like working with small embellishments and want small flowers, or more like a flatter, if you don't like a lot of dimension in your project, this would actually be the way to go, because these little bouquet makers, it's called the bouquet maker. It doesn't have layering pieces like some of the other dies. And even the ones that do have layering pieces, they are dimensional, but they're only as thick or dimensional as you want them, because there is foam that's really thin and then there's foam that's thicker. So, you have a lot of control with that. And I used some gold wax to do these, and I don't remember where I got them from, but I will link a color that's very similar to this in the description box. And I have been playing with wax, so I'll probably do a video on that because I want to share with you my first one that I created. This is the first one that I made. Look at the seal, the way it came out. I mean, I didn't use enough wax. I normally do like to do the wax seal right on top of the ribbon, but when you tie a knot in the center, it makes it very difficult to pour a little puddle, a round puddle of wax. So I don't recommend that you do that. I will still use this because I still like it, but as far as sending it out as Happy Mail or embellishments, I wouldn't do that, but I would use it. Me personally, I would use it. So the more I kept working with the wax, the better I got at it. So here is another one. And I am going to test out something that hopefully, I'm not sure if it's going to work, where I can make the wax seals all be consistent, the exact same size. So I did order some things for that, but we'll see if it works. I'll let you guys know if it works. So anyway, I did the little wax seal, and all I did was hot glue the little flower bundle to the envelope, and I didn't do a bow. I kind of just did a single knot and tied it and added a little bit of glue, hot glue, to hold the knot close, where it wouldn't loosen up. And I created the wax seals on a piece of, I have a little rectangle piece of silicone that I use underneath my glue gun, in my glue gun stand. So I used that silicone mat, and the seals didn't stick to it. So I was able to pour the puddle on there and use my wax wax seal stamp over it, and it didn't stick. The first one I tried on parchment paper, no, wax paper, and it did stick. But when I tried the silicone mat, it was perfect. I didn't have any trouble lifting it up. So that's how I was able to do it. To adhere them to my project, I just added a small amount of hot glue. Believe it or not, these seals, I have one that I broke apart. They're pretty durable. You can remelt this, even if you pour a puddle and it didn't come out right. As long as you're not doing it on your project, you can actually just peel it off the silicone, cut it up in pieces, and remelt it and redo it. So I like that. But I thought that these would break easily or melt easily if you sent them in Happy Mail, and that is not the case. They're actually very strong. So all I did, I added the hot glue and put my my seal on top and just held it down for a little bit. It doesn't soften it at all or anything like that, and it does adhere to your project. Then I cut out some words. I'll show the dies. I'll share the dies that I used to make these. This one, I don't know if it's still available. It is by Hero Arts, and it is it comes with 2 envelope dies. One of them is the shape of the heart, and one of them is the shape of the envelope. I used the heart one, and so this portion right here is what's down here. You can't see it too well on these because the bouquet of flower is hiding it, but this ends up being that piece right there. So I really love these 2 dies. They're the perfect size. They're not too small and not too big. So I don't know if those are available, but if I find them, I will link them. The stamp set again that I used, and you can use any small sentiment stamp set, anything that talks about a garden or friendship or whatever you want. It's totally up to you, but I wanted something that talked about a garden because I'm really loving all these flower dies. And the word dies that I used, I'll share those with you as well. The word dies that I used are some of the clearance ones that I had picked up a couple years ago at Hobby Lobby. Believe it or not, I was surprised. I was looking for the word love, and, or with love is what I was looking for, and I didn't have it, but I did have love, and I had it in a variety of sizes. Like, there's the 2 loves together, right here and right here. This one is really tiny. This one's a little bit bigger, and then I even have one that's a little bit bigger. Where is it? Right here. And then here's another size that's a little bit bigger. So I was surprised that I had them in these 3 sizes. Whatever I can find, I will link, guys. And then I had this one by Recollections, and this one says loved. And at the end of the D, it's got a little heart. So that's the one I used here. As you can see, there's a little heart right there. And then you guys know, like when you buy a flower bouquet or an arrangement, it usually has a heart pick or a love, a word pick, something like that. So I added the little hearts there, like to mimic a pick that's in the flowers. But these are the embellishments that I created. I hope that you like them. I am working on other projects, but I'm waiting on a die. It's going to be, I can tell you right now, it's going to be a carousel, or one of those horses, not the whole carousel, but it's going to be like a fair type of embellishment. And not for any particular reason, just something I'm going to put in my stash. And if I ever need it, or I want to send it out in Happy Mail, you guys know that I am working on filling up my clear drawers with embellishments that I can send. If I want to send out Happy Mail or work on a project, everything is already done. And I have tons of it, and I don't have to be creating last minute to send out Happy Mail. So that's one of the main reasons I'm doing it, for my Happy Mail. But anyway, I hope that you like these envelopes that I created. I hope everyone is having a great day, and I believe I covered everything. Yeah, I think I did. I hope everyone is having a great day, and God bless. Bye.